This is Bill Johnston with Kansas Corn, and this morning I'm out here enjoying my cup of coffee like I do every morning. Did you guys know that a cup is a unit of measurement? Yeah, it goes back hundreds of years to England. They started this system called the imperial system that we still use in the United States today. You know, they figured out that they needed a way to measure things that everyone could understand and agree on. I want to visit with you about some of these units of measurement today. In that imperial system, you know, they realized that they needed a way to measure weight, so they came up with pounds and tons, and they needed a way to measure distance, so they came up with inches and feet and yards and a mile. They also needed to come up with a way to measure volume. So they developed the cup and the quart and the gallon and the tablespoon and the teaspoon. But there's one that here in agriculture, on the farm especially, that we use more than anything else. And that's the bushel. See, 8 gallons equal a bushel. And the bushel was handy for one person to carry. So they started using that for all kinds of things. They used this basket or other devices to carry that bushel, but it always held 8 gallons. And they took that bushel basket or whatever it was they were using that held a bushel, and they took it to the orchard to maybe put apples in, or the garden and filled it up with tomatoes, or to the fields and filled it up with grain. See, we still use this bushel today, but it goes back to hundreds of years ago when they could carry this to the field and gather their crops. Now, over time we realized that we needed to figure out a better way. While we still use bushels, we had to determine how much weight was in this bushel, because it just wasn't handy over time to carry a bushel basket everywhere. We needed to load things in trucks and wagons. So this bushel became the standard by which we measure the things we sell out here on the farm. And at one point we had to figure out, though, what these things that were in this bushel weighed, because we couldn't always use a bushel basket for everything. So we figured out that apples weigh about 40 to 48 pounds. A bushel of corn is 56 pounds. Now, we don't use this basket anymore, but almost everything that comes from a farm is based on the amount of bushels.